What's up, YouTube? You already know it's your boy Sticks, and we're going back in the mix. Hey, check this out. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, on this channel I talk about everything crime related. I search the internet for all the craziest videos, then react to them. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It would help out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So look, today I got a crazy reaction video for you. We're going to go inside the courtroom to look at some of the most dangerous criminals to ever be sentenced. This ought to be pretty good. Let's jump right into it. Come on, let's go.
He was arrested and charged after making death threats to a judge. In a child custody case, a judge ruled against McCarty and took away his children, resulting in this huge outburst.
Communications, Warhurst.
Yeah, I want to report a crime that's about to happen.
What do you mean a crime that's about to happen?
Yeah, there's about to be a crime that's going to happen if my kids don't come back to me, you stupid. I got a gun pointed at your building. Where's your judge warrant at? You going to bring that out in handcuffs and I'm going to execute that right in the street.
After this phone call, McCarty was arrested. His erratic behavior towards the judge continued into his court appearances.
My daddy owns the building and I look like a idiot, huh? Brought your dress today, you little prick. You wanna take my...
Hold on, so he's in a custody case battle, right? And in his head, he thinks that the best way for him to be able to see his kids again is by calling 911 and threatening the judge? Man, this guy must definitely have some screws loose, for real. Because nowadays, the judge wants the father to be in the kids' lives. Now, back in the day, it used to just be they went with the mom and the dad got the short end of the stick. But due to studies and kids growing up with no fathers, they realized the role that a father makes in a kid's life. So they really want to try to keep the father in the kid's life. So the court's already going to try to help you. But this man right here doesn't seem to me like this was about seeing his kids. This looks like it was more about vengeance and getting even with the courts for taking his kids. There's steps you can take, the right steps, and possibly get them kids back. But as soon as they see you're unhinged like this guy, might as well forget about it.
Buy kids from me and act like that? You in there? Shut the up. I'm trying to think over here.
After McCarty was found guilty for the original threats made to a judge, we now move on to the sentencing.
What a bunch of you stupid piece of then also. You threatened my life. Indiana. You back room. Suck my No, I'm not standing. Stop resisting. I'm not.
Man, this guy right here is digging a hole so deep that he's never going to be able to climb out of. He'll be lucky if he ever gets to see his kids again. Now, it don't give me backstory on this case, whether the baby mom or this, I'm seeing exactly what you guys are seeing. But from what I'm seeing, there's no judge out there that's going to look at this and say, okay, he's fit to raise kids. Come on.
I'm just not standing up. I'm not standing. I don't have to stand.
McCarty is moved to another room to watch the court through a one-way glass, and he continues on making a disturbance. McCarty was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The judge also issued an additional 10-day sentence due to his actions in the courtroom. This...
Dang, so he got a 20-year sentence for basically threatening the judge's life in the temper tantrum that he threw in the courtroom. That might be a little excessive, but at the same time, this is nobody that should be raising a kid. Let's get into this next one. Come on.
It's Darrell Brooks, who is convicted of killing 6 people and injuring dozens of others after he drove his SUV into a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, Reportedly, during his
Oh yeah, I remember this guy right here. This man is sick. You should be able to take your kids to a Christmas parade and have some fun and not have to worry about somebody using their car as a weapon, driving over people like they're speed bumps, not stopping. I believe that there was kids and whole families impacted from what this guy did. So if you ask me, he should never see the light of day again.
Reckless driving. He reached speeds of over 30 miles per hour, and the prosecution argued that his driving rampage was intentional.
He plowed through 68 different people. He kept
68 different people he hit with his SUV at a Christmas parade where families gathered just to enjoy the holidays. Think about that. Think about how sick this man is. This is what I'm saying. I know it's 2022, but you should be able to go to the mall or go handle business in life without worrying about some sicko with nothing to lose just opening fire. There's a fireworks show here in Cincinnati every year. Kentucky and Cincinnati does the fireworks show. There's thousands of people that show up. We used to go to it every year. Now we don't. Just because it's fun, but at the same time it's not, because you gotta always watch your surroundings, because you never know what people's intentions are. People like this take the fun out of life. It also makes you leery of being able to take your family anywhere. I hope they bury this dude.
going until he got to the end, and there was no more bodies to hit. It was intentional.
After Brooks was arrested and charged, Brooks decided to represent himself in court.
If you are allowed to represent yourself in this case, sir, you will not have attorneys assisting you. They're gone from this case. Do you understand that?
I think I will probably be better served representing myself.
Throughout the trial, Brooks was removed multiple times for constant interruptions and outbursts. It was here that his real personality was shown when he starts to laugh during a witness testimony.
He told Erica that he was gonna find her and he's gonna kill her.
Now, back in the courtroom, Brooks has an outburst as he didn't like how the district attorney pronounced the word defendant.
I would like to provide the defendant and the
So that had to be said. The defendant. I got one ear that work, and I heard that.
This is to benefit you.
So it's not. Ain't none of this to benefit me.
And now, Brooks is clearly frustrated. He decides to have a stare down with the judge.
I need to take a break. This man...
Man, this guy don't care. He already knows that his life is over. No matter what, he'll sit behind bars for the rest of his life. Now, I'm pretty sure this one right here didn't have the death penalty attached to it. But still, he'll sit behind bars for the rest of his life. I can guarantee you that. And let me ask you guys a question. Put this in the comments. If you was to be facing life in prison, would you want to do 50, 60 years into your natural death? Or would you rather be sentenced to death? Let me know, because it seems like a lot of people think different on this type of topic. But me personally, I would just take the death penalty over like 60 years or something sitting in there, because you're just rotting away. Let me know what you think. Come on.
right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared.
The jury quickly found Brooks guilty of all 76 charges against him, and he was given 6 life sentences, plus more than 700 additional years in prison. This is Jeremy Christian, who was found guilty of murdering 2 people in Portland, Oregon. Christian was on a packed train when he suddenly broke out on a racial rant towards 2 young women. You can see bystanders step in to attempt to stop Christian. Unfortunately, the situation escalated, and Christian stabbed and killed 2 men, and seriously wounding a third. You can see Christian fleeing the crime scene. Passengers of the...
Alright, so hold on. He's on a passenger train. He gets into it with 2 women. 2 men step up to tell him to calm down and chill out, and he winds up taking their lives. Think about that. This is the type of guy that prisons are made for. Like I've said in past videos, I hear people always say, I wouldn't wish prison on my worst enemy. Yeah, but at the same time, you got to think, there's people out here like this guy who just randomly takes somebody's life because he doesn't respect his own. And if you ask me, that's what prison's made for.
Train followed him, and he was arrested about a mile away. During the arrest, you can see Christian in the back of the patrol car.
I'm happy as a motherfucker. Hopefully this motherfucker dies.
Christian was later found guilty of 2 counts of murder and attempted murder. Now at the sentencing, one of the victims delivers a victim impact statement, and this is where Christian has an outburst.
To Mr. Jeremy Christian, your mom should have swallowed you. You are a waste of breath. And when you die and go to hell,
Oh, hell no. She just sat right in the courtroom and said your mom should have swallowed you. Dang, that's crazy. So, hey, salute her. Because, yeah, she gets the last word in on this. This was probably one of the people he was trying to attack. Whew, dug deep.
I'll be right.
See you there. You ain't gonna be there either. You ain't gonna be there either. George.
Hey, homeboy, whoever your barber is, I'm willing to say they're probably not really feeling you. They might not like you. You might want to check into that. But look at this guy. I mean, just... Do you really want to commit crimes and go to prison so you could be around people like this? I'd much rather be sitting in my house doing what I want to do, go walk and open the refrigerator when I want to, go to my car when I want to, smoke a cigarette when I want to. Or you commit crimes and have this for a cellie. It's up to you. You are the creator of your life. Remember that.
I should have. I should have. Everybody knows you're alive. Everybody knows you're alive.
After Christian is escorted out of the courtroom, the judge sentenced him to 2 consecutive life terms, plus more than 25 years for his other convictions.
So, 2 consecutive life terms, plus 20 years for his past convictions. And if you ask me, that's exactly how it should be. I'm the type of person that looks at it like an eye for an eye. And that's just because if you followed my story, you know a dope boy shot my sister and killed her. He only got 15 years and he's going to be out sooner because prisons have programs that he can do for an early release. He'll be eligible for parole in 12 or 13 years. And to be honest with you, I just look at it like if you took a life, you give a life. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it should be.
This is Bass Webb, who has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder in Lexington, Kentucky. You can see on this security camera, Webb tries to run over 2 employees at a jail he recently served time at. Now, at his first court appearance, the judge is about to remove herself from the trial because she knew the 2 employees.
There's no way I'm going to try this case or have any further proceedings where I have to see you for one further second.
And now Webb is about to shock the courtroom. He just spit on the judge.
Oh my God. This man literally just spit on the judge. He does not care about his life. Obviously. Now, I don't know if the people he tried to run down with his car survived or not. I kind of missed that part. But does it even matter now that you stand in front of a judge and spit, which is basically assault on a judge? Yeah, come on.
The judge wipes the spit off and then kicks him out of the courtroom. Turns out Webb has a very dark past. When he was behind bars, he was charged for the murder of 2 different girlfriends. He was found guilty of the killing of the first girlfriend. Now he's on trial for the second. Webb showed up to court with a tattoo on his head that listed people he wanted to kill. At the bottom was 3 rats crossed out. During the trial, Webb showed no remorse and the jury found him guilty. The judge sentenced Webb to life in prison for his crimes. This is 3 counts of murder in Louisville, Kentucky. Rhodes reportedly begun his killing spree when he shot and killed an innocent man, mistaking him for another individual. 2 brothers, a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old, were in the car when Rhodes committed the murder. Because they were witnesses to the crime, a few weeks later, Rhodes killed those teenagers as well.
You coach these kids at home? Like cool, we play basketball. I'm cool with a lot of people. Did you hang out with them on a regular basis? It was cool. Yeah, we hung at different times, you know. I need a lawyer, man, if you're going to keep all in my face.
Trials have been going on for years due to Rhodes' erratic behavior, starting with blowing kisses to people in the courtroom, which included the family of the victims, and next, making hand gestures.
Ma'am, look at me, ma'am! Mr. Rhodes, you're smiling. I don't know why you're smiling.
No, because I can't. It's not a crime to smile.
I would suggest you do what helps you, not what hurts you.
Okay.
It's alright. You can go ahead and make your gestures and do all this. Go ahead and be a clown. But realize that man you're sitting in front of has control if you would ever see the light of day. And not only that, he has control of what happens to you while you're behind bars. So go ahead. Act a fool.
I know what I want to do. Let's get that understood.
Rhodes once had to wear a spit mask because he spit on this attorney.
Nice cheap shot. You a coward. Nice cheap shot. You a coward.
Now, in another court appearance, Rhodes makes some bizarre accusations towards the judge.
I don't know if y'all got some type of sexual relationship going on. Are you some type of racist? Which one is it?
Or are you just wrong in everything that you made motions for?
Are you a secret Ku Klux Klan member? No, sir. Is that what you really are?
With Rhodes' in-court behavior being out of control and him firing several of his lawyers, the trial has been extended much longer than expected. With it still in action, it's safe to say that Rhodes will not be back on the streets anytime soon.
Alright, well that's it. That's the end of the video right there. That was definitely pretty crazy. A lot of these people and the crimes that they committed, they're not going to be okay in lockup. They're not. The Christmas Day parade guy and a couple of the other ones, the sentencing was just a start to the real sentencing. Because even though they're killers and they're living like that, there's people in there that's way more about that action that don't take lightly the people hurting women and children. But let me know what you think about the video. Until next time, hold your head and stay out of prison for real.